everybody, my name is Rogue Meister, and yes, it is the 20th of March 2022, which means it's the Alton Towers opening. Well, technically it was yesterday, but I've come Sunday because I was working and it's given me time to do stuff. But yes, Alton Towers has finally opened, and I dare say this, first time in 2 years it's been able to open in March as opposed to other delays, but that's okay. And of course we've had a lot of new changes which I'll discuss in a bit. So without further ado, oops, I said that a bit too soon, but never mind. So let's first introduce us to the gang. So of course you got me here, Rihanna. There you are, you're here. Opening, how are you?
I am good.
And Mum, you're here.
Morning.
How are we?
Alright, thank you.
And Dad, of course you're here. Yeah, you guys are all sporting your Rogue Master gear, which is very nice right there. Lovely, lovely.
We've got somebody else with us.
Yes, we've got a duck right there. So yeah, sadly we were meant to be joined by Jen and Jeff today, but we had to look after the dogs, and we were going to have some friends at the park, but sadly Josh was sick, so never mind. So yeah, so like I said, we've had some new changes this year. So firstly, we've actually got some new attractions in CBeebies Land, and you might have seen by that establishment shot, we've actually got some new attractions, which is really nice, and sounds had a re-theme as well, which awesome. And as you all know, like two of the Retrosquad rides, so last year we had Funk and Fly, Roller Disco, and then Mixtape. Sadly, Mixtape hasn't returned this year, which I'm quite sad about, because that was actually my favourite one. But instead, in its spot, we got a new one called Spinjam, which I'll discuss it once we actually get down there later on. But yeah, so I'm not sure it'll be open today because it wasn't open yesterday, but that's okay. So without further ado, there we go, first one of the year, first of many in fact. Let's actually get out there and head to an area. I have no idea where we're heading to. We've literally not discussed that, so I'll be right back. There we go, so first ride of the day and first ride of the season. Me and Mum come off 13, no, not 13, Rita, that's it, yeah. That was actually a really good ride on the back row, and yeah. Mum, it wasn't as tense as you said, was it?
It wasn't as intense as it usually is, but my face
yeah.
isn't.
Yeah, I'm doing a ride photo, and thankfully this year I've actually got the Magic. So I remember like that got announced before the start of last season, but then obviously it went down and never came back. Well, didn't come back anyway, so that don't matter, but it's back now and I'm really happy with that, because now I don't have to invest any money into physical photos. Not that I had a problem with that, but never mind. So yeah, real good ride then on Rita, back row, and it's very rare I get on Rita, but that's okay, honestly it doesn't matter. But anyway, so like I said, this year I've actually had some changes, obviously over the closed season at the park, so one is actually I'll show you right now. So obviously Rita there has had a proper repaint, and that makes me very happy to think that, obviously because it's very rare that Rita gets a lot of love, is it? But that's okay, so we are now going to head on to 13, and Dad, you said you're going to give us a try,
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, so
see if we can get this slimline figure in the seat.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll manage, or if not, when it's alright, just still playing loads of times. So yeah, let's head on to 13, so I'll be right as per usual. Change of plan, but that's okay, it's only weekend, so I will expect also a lot of expected issues. So obviously 13's down at the minute, which that's okay, it's understandable, it's fine. So anyway, like I said, let's head back onto Roller Disco, and I'm so glad it's back. Plus, we all know it's not my favourite of the Retrosquad, but that's okay. We're going to head on anyway, so I'll see you. So there we go then. I'm back after that really, how shall I describe it? spinny ride on roller disco. Like, honestly, real nude it weren't my favourite, but honestly, that was actually a very good experience then. Maybe because we had like all 4 people in like the carriage, it span a lot more, didn't it? And Rihanna's reaction throughout, I think, perfectly sums it up entirely. Like, I've never really seen Rihanna react like that as much on a ride before. So Rihanna, that's a new record for you.
You go on that. Which rocks you go?
Yeah.
We're not going to coast.
Or Hex.
Yeah, but we have done Hex. Yeah. Yeah, Dad, she's done Hex and she's done it until he knows that she's not going to go on it again. So, you get credit for that. So, right now we're going to make our way over to World of David Walliams, which obviously opened back in May. Oh my god, it feels weird saying that, don't it? But yeah. So, we're going to head over there and obviously see if... I'm not sure if Gangster Granny will be open, but all the time will tell, but we'll at least see if we can get on something. But if not, we'll just move on to the next. So, I'll be right back. Hello there.
Oh, there's a man with a flashy box.
Charlie, by any chance?
No, it's Rogan. But this is the old ride that
So you're just displaying
Yes.
a different name that isn't your name?
Yeah.
see.
Again, this ride is what used to be the dungeon. Or
That's right.
Yes, it was.
A long time ago.
Yes. It was one of my favourites.
I was born.
Favourite?
It was.
Is this your favourite now?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I came here for the opening back last May.
Oh wow!
So we did.
For the opening Walliams
Yes, I did.
balls.
Yes, I did.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, do enjoy your day and please don't steal any crown jewels.
I won't. Yeah.
Lovely, wonderful.
We don't want to do it. There we go. Look at that. So from that interaction, here we are back in Walliams World. So obviously Fandango's actually made a return, which is very unexpected because I was thought I was going to be like temporary, but I guess not. And you might actually see it. We do actually have some new lighting here, so let me just go a bit further, despite even they can see it. So obviously these are actually brand new, because obviously last year they were just basic lampposts, and then I'd like gates around them, but now they're actually proper themed like the books. I think that's very well done. I mean, so I like that. See it? You guys alright? Yeah, so it is really nice to be back here, because obviously, like I said, this had to open back on the 17th of May, which was Dad's birthday. It was open back on your birthday, so yeah, Gangster Granny looks to be open, so let's go on it. The brand new dark ride from last year. In we go.
Then I'll do that.
Right, so at the moment this door is broken, which means that we're all using this door instead. Are you ready? Lovely, right?
Royal Majesty of Duel. To the Royal.
He's done that before, hasn't he? Yeah.
Well done.
Anyone?
Well, we can go through this door, but I'm afraid we're going to have to face the consequences. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Right, come on then. Boring, 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 boring.
Sorry.
Detective PC Fudge will be heading up the investigation.
Buy one, get none free.
Oh yeah.
And if you look at these books, right, this book, read upside down, it's this one. Amazing, amazing. Calligraphy. Is that for me?
It is actually.
Actually, not. Oh. See, oh, look at that. Breaking my heart.
Okay, so there we go. Me and Gran have just come off the Fabulous Fandango. And yeah, so a bit slow operations, but for the top ride, it's okay. And Rihanna, how was your ride on a Fandango? How was it? Dizzy.
Yeah.
Dizzy. Well, that's not the same reaction yet, is it? That's it. We've got quite good so far, I think. So we're not going to get some tea, and then probably going to get Sky Ride over to the Valley. So it's a quick cut off, and be right back.
Behaviour.
Yo.
Hello. We're on our best behaviour.
Oh, he's filming. Yeah.
Yes.
You having a good day?
Yes, we're having a lovely day. It's real nice to be back.
Very good, of course it is. Good weather as well.
Nice to be back.
Yeah.
Nice to be forward.
Yes, it is nice to be back, especially when you're facing this way.
Yeah, especially when you walk.
No, forward.
Yes.
Where are you off to next?
We're going to get the Sky Ride and go over to Forbidden Valley.
Very nice. Nemesis. Release the beast.
Probably my best friends.
That just happened. Now we're famous for doing that. Well, we'll leave you to it. Have a very
Yes.
good day.
I'll,
See you later then.
Yes.
See you then.
See ya.
Ta-ra.
Okay, so there we are. We just stepped off the Sky Ride and I've just accidentally tripped Rihanna up. Oh my god. What's up? What's up? Alright. Man. Yep. That's gonna be funny. So anyway. So yeah. So we just stepped off Sky Ride. We're now in Forbidden Valley, which is very nice indeed. So I'm actually going to quickly make my way up to what used to be Nemesis Sub-Terra, because people have actually noticed, like, so if you have looked on social media, there's been people who've put that, like, there's a new theming up, so I'm actually going to quickly go and address this. So let's actually have a look. So, yep. So, even when I did come back to, obviously, Mardi Gras, that was all, some of it was down, so I'll address it anyway. So obviously, yeah. As you can right out see, all the tarpaulins come down. So like I said, you had the quarantine tent there, then you had like the exit up there as well. Then went down, so got there. And then if you actually look over there, like the indoor queue bit, and like, well, not really like the indoor queue, but just the queue around there. But it was like the main bit, like where you're coming out, and also you had the actor there. That was all like a camouflage tent, like that's all been removed as well. And I'm not sure if that phalanxing were there before, but that's definitely something. So yeah. Then like if you had to look in there, they've had to taken down like a lot of the theming that was in there. So I don't remember too much about Project 42, because like I definitely know like you walked in and you went past a set of lockers and stuff like that. Like I'm not sure if that was actually in there or if that was like a bit further in. I'm not too sure. Might have been, but regardless, obviously it has been all cleared out. So obviously I never did Subterra because I wasn't brave enough back in the day, but obviously Mum and Dad did. So yeah. So I know that's like the way like you queue up and you had guys shouting at you. So that's where the others were. Then I knew the exit out there. So it's really interesting as to what's happening. Because like I said, like I don't remember like last year I said like, well, Mardi Gras, I was saying like, you know, could it be for Scarefest, but that wasn't actually true. But we literally do not know at this point, because like they literally stated like a few years ago that Subterra is not going to be returning, but who knows? It's like your guess is as good as mine. So yep. So that's very interesting. So if anyone's got any theories, you can always just comment it down below. No, I don't think anyone will, but that's okay. So without further ado, let's move on. tilt. Okay, so from that footage there, me and Mum have just gone on Funk and Fly, and thank goodness the Retrosquad theme was playing, because that's always something I fear whenever I'm filming the Retrosquad rides, because if you've ever seen it, I'm always like stood a bit further away or something, just to avoid the 80s music. Not that I've got anything against 80s music, but that's okay. And we were going to do Blade, but then he just was about to join the rap queue. Not even that, not even that, I was teaching Rihanna how to use my camera, weren't I? So, what happened?
Code green, aisle 3, small child, depositing stuff.
Yeah.
I think he had a sandwich.
Maybe, yeah, so a kid threw up, which, yeah, that's okay, it's definitely a first for us, where, like, I've actually never seen it at the park, but we've been, like, on the Smile where that's, like, clinic, someone threw up, but we'll not delve on detail there, so we're instead actually going to go on Duel, and who's ready for Duel? You guys ready for Duel, Rihanna? Yeah. Also, it's like the ride that you actually only do, I'm afraid, but, well, not really, you do roller disco and stuff like that, and that's... Yeah, but we rarely do the rapids, do we?
We do love flume.
It's not there anymore.
Oh no!
But there's always Wicker Man.
There's always the Wicker Man.
Yeah. So like I said, we're now heading over to Duel, which I'm actually wondering if Duel's had any changes. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm wondering if Duel's had any changes, because like, I don't think I spotted any new changes in Gangster Granny, you know. We did say spotted bubbles in Gangster Granny.
Bubbles, yeah, lots of bubbles.
Yeah, well again, they did have them last year, we just barely on.
Yeah.
I didn't address that, did I? They're actually like working, but yeah. Everything were working, yeah, so. I wonder if Duel's had any changes. Obviously, we know like obviously last year Duel wasn't open at first. It was open the May 17th, your birthday as well. So some of us doing it on the same day we did Gangster Granny, but yeah, you might have seen last year we got the new queue, didn't we?
We did.
So I actually wonder if anything's been done about it. I do have my doubts, but you never know. I looks like it's got a queue. Oh well, let's head in. It's interesting that they've opened this queue up, I'll tell you that. I read about it like years ago, apparently they used to do like Duel Live. So I still wonder if that queue's ever been in use.
I think it has. I've just got this feeling that I've been up there.
Maybe.
Back in the day, the queues for this used to be huge.
Are you talking like Haunted House? Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
So you're talking like from like Haunted House onwards
Yeah, so
and
I
stuff
can
like
remember when
that.
I used to come when I was a kid, when we used to come on bus and they were like school trips.
School trips, yeah. Yeah, looks like Mum, I'll have to miss out on Mum, she's having an interview. That's okay. Anyway, let's head inside. That's interesting, look, so right there is like a little pamphlet from the haunted house. No, we're just discussing haunted house, weren't we? And the dead walk, that's actually from the queue line. So I think it's 30 years of the haunted house this year, so it's very interesting. Duel actually has a queue. I've not seen this in years, but anyway, well, I really like that little nod there. I thought that would be further up, but yeah. I feel like I've seen like some old adverts as well with like CGI and stuff like that, but anyway.
Hello? Anybody in the house? No?
Happy Death Day.
And speaking of references to the haunted house, look at that, 1992, age 30. Interesting. So it's nice to know that they're like at least addressing it. Mostly no new merch or anything, but that's okay. Yeah. So, and of course that footage there, we have just been on Duel, and yeah, honestly sounds weird to say it. It gets worse every time, doesn't it? Because like when I went on that one, we literally stopped twice. One was just as like we literally got on, because obviously some were getting on it, and then literally like halfway around, just as you're at the ghoulish garden, it stops for like a bit, and then went round, and then like for some reason like the audio stops working for like 5 seconds. Like, what all that about? Honestly, it's really sounds weird to say it. It's just not in a good way as it was. Like, so like, I mean, I know I never did the original haunted house because I was very young. I probably wasn't even born yet, but I wasn't born. It's okay. But again, it's just real sounds weird seeing the state it is, because like it'd be real nice if I had like a rehaul, because I've literally said it, like you wouldn't think Gangster Granny and Duel were in the same park. It's like that's the beauty of it, I suppose. But I don't know. Maybe one day it'll happen. I really hope so, because if it carries on like it is, then anything's possible. What am I saying? But anyway, we're actually now going to make our way over to, I'd say Mutiny Bay, I suppose, and we're going to do Wicker Man, and again, just, so yeah, really good operations so far at the park, I must say. Obviously, a lot of the rules are obviously relaxed. Obviously, remember the last couple of years, obviously we've had restrictions in place, so obviously before you had to wear face masks and stuff like that, social distancing and all that, but yeah, I do still have my mask, but I'm only wearing it in case I need to, and that's not really happened today, but it might do on Wicker Man, but that's okay. And obviously, again, it feels really nice to be back after so long. And it's great to have it finally opening at March, like it normally would, as opposed to April or even July. I remember that when it opened in July, but that's okay. So yeah, we're heading over to Wicker Man, so I'll be right back. So from that footage there, just come off the Smiler back row, and very good operations on the Smiler. So, but also in the next sector we had to have the third one of the Retrosquad, which is called Spinjam. And also, if you remember last year, this is where Mixtape was, which was actually my favourite, and it's sad that it's not coming back. But like I said, this place we have Spinjam, and obviously I don't know what kind of ride it is, but I've seen videos on it, because I'm part of like a Towers fan page where they like post videos. Someone had to post a video of it. That looks real good, and now that I can see it in person, like, it's actually tilted a bit, and that's quite like that. So no idea when it's going to be open, but hopefully it'll be 2 months. Obviously we did only announce it a couple of days ago, so yeah, got Spinjam, which should hopefully be open very soon. So without further ado, let's go do something now. So there we go from that footage. I've just done Smiler and Oblivion, honestly. Feels so good to be back on Smiler, because as you all know, like, I think from October it weren't open, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't matter, because, you know, it's Smiler, it needs a lot of maintenance, but so happy it's back open and I can enjoy it. And even Oblivion as well. Real quick operations then on Oblivion, and so glad that I've actually decided to go back on it, because like, I done like years ago, before I started my channel, like, there was just times I'd like to not go on it. It happened for like a year or so, so it was like, yeah. Then like, it might have been 2020 actually, when it was 2020 when I actually decided to get back on it, which was, I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I don't want to wallow in self-pity, but that's okay. So yeah, so hopefully very soon we'll see Spinjam open, and I'm looking forward to that opening actually, because it'd be nice to see like a more updated version of Mixtape. So yeah. So we're now just waiting, and we're gonna head over to Wickman, I think. But it's also worth pointing, like the Smiler rap queue, I actually counted at Chris from Towers Times / Attraction Source, and as you all know, I'm actually great friends with like the people at Towers Times / Attraction Source. So last year we started doing their events, and yeah, it's been really happy to do those again. And yeah, so like I said, I'm just gonna wait a bit, and I'll be right back. Obviously from that footage here, very blatantly obvious change of plan. I was going to do Wicker Man, but we did get told like the rap queue from like where we were was obviously an hour, so I thought nah, we'll miss out on Wicker Man today, which things like this are inevitable I'm afraid, but that's okay. So obviously we did Marauders Mayhem, barrel number 5, which is, as you'll know, my favourite one, but I'll be honest, after that I feel a little bit winded. It's hard work, so doesn't matter. So I really enjoyed that. And Rihanna, how's your ride on barrel 5?
Dizzy.
Yeah. Well, you did all right, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're actually now going to make our way over to CBeebies Land for a little bit, because obviously probably not going to film anything in CBeebies Land, but like we're just going to have a walk around. So we've had some new attractions. So I also want to check those out. So I'll probably film the signage, but so after this I'll probably just like wrap up the video, so I'll be right back. Okay, so there we go. Me and Rhiannon did have a look around CBeebies Land, so all the new attractions there do look great, so I had a look around, but before we actually went in CBeebies Land, I had a nice chat with Airtime John, who was real nice to talk to, and also he actually contributed to my project for college last year, which very nice, so nice to chat to you. But yeah, so we have actually made it to the end of the day here at Alton Towers now. It's been so nice to be back, and like I said, real nice to have it open in March as opposed to like delays and stuff like that. And like yeah, it's like operations may not have been great, like not. I don't mean that's a bad thing. Also, it's expected. Like we've not had it too bad today. I mean, Fandango was a bit slow. Then some things have been all right, but may not go on Wicker Man. But I don't care. Well, there's always next time, and we know I'll be back. But yeah, yeah, really good staff here today. Everyone's been very helpful, very enthusiastic to be back as well. That's what I really like to see. But really nice to see some of the entertainment as well, like the beef eaters at Walliams World, fantastic. And it's really nice to see a lot of the work that's gone off at the park as well. Like, it's really nice to see like the new tarmacking and stuff like that. So really good there. So we know what it's time for. It's time to actually wrap up with the questions. So Rihanna, you're first. What's been your favourite ride of today? Roller disco. Yeah. And have you got a favourite moment?
Tripping over.
Oh yeah. I really hope I've captured that. I will do. Mum, how about you? Do you have a favourite ride?
Smiler.
Smiler. You
Being
sure?
back on the Smiler. Yeah, I do like it.
Back row, end row.
I know my photo says otherwise, but I do like
Yeah.
it.
And have you got a favourite moment?
Just seeing everybody, just like, seeing the people who we know and being able to say hello.
Like Chris and Airtime John.
Airtime John. We didn't see Heather and Ian to speak to, but we saw them.
We did see him, and yeah.
Yeah, just that seeing familiar faces again is nice.
Yeah. And Dad, what about you? Do you have a favourite ride of today? Dad?
Oh,
Yeah.
hello. I know I was deep in thought then.
Yeah.
I've just enjoyed being back.
Yeah. We'll just take your word for that, I suppose. Well, as for me, it's kind of hard for me to think of a favourite ride. So I've always got time between either Rita this morning or Funk and Fly, because they were really fun to do. And again, favourite moments, it's going to be like, it's always been my favourite moment all the time, but just interaction from people as well. Because like, see, interaction with like the actors was fun, like in Walliams, like I already stated, and obviously talking to Airtime John and Chris from Towers Time / Attraction Source, and even some workers have been really interactive. I remember on Smiler Baggage Hall, she actually complimented me Charlie shirt as well, which really nice. So yeah, again, real nice to be back here, and yep, we've reached the end of this video. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, guys.